How's it going, everyone? It is me again. It is early in the morning. I crashed out. I had been lacking some sleep and I crashed so hard. I think I fell asleep about 4 in the afternoon and woke up about 2 and then went back to sleep again for a little while longer. It is now, 4:30 in the morning. What do you do at 4:30 in the morning? Well, hell, you break out that beer you've been saving. Picked this up a few days ago. I have tried a couple of different Lagunitas, but I've never tried Aunt Sally. And probably would have walked right past it until I read the description. A unique dry hopped sweet tart sour mash ale. Now, those 4 words together, sweet tart sour mash, they kind of play in my head. Something I really want to engulf. I like tart and bitter beers. I like especially sour beers. You know, if you've seen a couple of the other videos I've done, like Lion and Kugel's had this beer garden tart, which was phenomenal, man. And then couple that with the fact that it's a Lagunitas, which Lagunitas is a great beer, a little pricey at times for some. It's it's a little more than people would probably spend on beer, but life is short, man. You gotta experience these things once in a while. Also on the label it says it was brewed in honor of the real Aunt Sally. You know who you are. Enough said. So there's a real Aunt Sally out there. I don't know if that's her image or not, but they brewed this in honor of her. So let's get into this because I am thirsty. I held off drinking anything for about a good 45 minutes while I woke up and kind of prepared, so you can kind of hear it. Yeah, the bottle opener, Derek. It's the biggest thing on your keychain. For no really good reason at all, I added this to my keychain. What do you think? Just picked it up at a local eatery. They had a whole case full of different homemade jewelry, and I said, that's a keychain. I kind of like the design of that skull, so here it is. And when I'm bad, I teach myself a lesson. I don't know if they put these on all their labels. This one said, "Life is uncertain. Don't sip." Kind of like that. But when you're paying close to $12 for a 6-pack of this, probably gonna sip. Well, right off the bat, I can tell you it's got that cloudy texture that I love so much. And it was a slow pour, so you don't have much head on it. I'm sure if I would have, chugged it in there a little bit, that head would have been thicker, but I don't like to drink foam, so I could give a good damn whether it's a thick head or not. But there it is. And it has a really pleasant scent. I mean, you've probably heard me say this maybe a half dozen times when I smell different beers. Grapefruit, citrus, that kind of deal. I smell that. But sweet tart sour mash. Sweet tart sour mash. a dry hopped sweet tart sour mash. So you're going to get some hoppiness, some sweetiness, and some tartiness. Morning to each and every one of you. Holy jumping Jehoshaphat. Flavor personified. I don't know if any of you are partial to like eating lemon, like taking a salty lemon and then chasing that with a beer. Kind of like that. It is sour. Not bitter, sour. And if you followed me at all, you know I like sour beer. This kicks ass. No lie. I knew I was gonna like it, but I always love when I like it more than I thought I was gonna like it. And this is the case here. Oh, it's so good. Refreshing. You almost taste like you're getting your vitamin C in there. Whenever I find, single bottles like this is what I usually do, because I was in the habit of seeing beers that said, oh, man, that looks interesting, or that sounds good. Let me get it. I'll get a 6-pack of it, drink 2 of them. I'll end up leaving 4 there. I don't touch them because I'm not the avid beer drinker like most. It's like I was gonna say I don't wake up and I just did. But no, that's not a usual thing for me. I don't drink beer 24 hours a day. I have one every now and again, and sometimes they'll sit there, and it's like, shit. One time I threw. Hate to break this to my beer drinking friends, but one time I was digging out of the back of my refrigerator and saw some beers that were laying down. I had laid them down for some reason, and I knew they had been there a while, at least 7 months. I didn't take any chances on it. I just threw them out. There was one that I had that I held for a little too long, and I poured it. There's these big black deals that fell out of it. Now, this was, I forgot which beer it was. Nito Bandito, I think. And I know that it's got ancho chilies in it. So I thought maybe those were the little bits and pieces of ancho chili, although I never saw any bits and pieces in any of the other ones I poured. So, yeah, didn't take any chances on that one either. I said all that to say this. Usually when I see these single bottles, I'll try them, I'll review them, tell you what I think of them, and then I'll move on. And if it's something that I say, hey, I can see myself drinking that again, somewhere in the future I'll grab another bottle or so. It's rare. I'd say it's pretty rare, except for like Shiner and stuff, where I'll get a bottle like this and say, I would actually get a 6-pack of this, knowing full well that I'll drink all 6 with no problem. This is one of those. This is sixer heaven right here. So add to that list, the 6-pack, easy 6-pack would be this, Estrella Jalisco, and what was the one I did just not too long ago? Plain brown bottle. It's brewed here in San Antonio. That was excellent. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Sovereign. Something Sovereign. It's too early in the morning to be remembering names. Anyways, let's get back to Aunt Sally. Poor girl, we're ignoring her. Aunt Sally, you are fine, girl. Fine. I think I love you. That's a lip smacking beer right there. You drink that and you're like, wow. It's got all the markings of what I would consider a very drinkable, excellent brew. To think when I was growing up, I didn't like ale of any sort, of any kind. I didn't like it. And I think it's because when I was growing up, my only real exposure to ale were the little King ales, those little bottles like that. And I think I had one and I didn't like it. And I thought to myself, ugh, ale sucks. But no, you grow up and you expand your horizons and you find out it doesn't suck so much. Or at all, really. Just depends where you get it. And I'm getting mine from Aunt Sally, right here. So, Aunt Sally by Lagunitas. The unique dry hopped sweet tart sour mash ale with a 5.7% alcohol level. 5.7. That's a nice modest level. So you probably cop a really rowdy buzz drinking 6 of these, if that's what you're into it for. If you're into it strictly for the taste and you like sour beers, this little girl won't do you wrong. Shall we go 1 out of 10? I like the picture, so I'm going to, no, it has nothing to do with pictures and labels and stuff. 9. 9. For straight up drinkability and flavor, it gets a 9. Brewing Company, Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois. Lagunitas Brewing Company. Oh, they go between Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois to make a beer. There's a partnership we can get behind, huh? Well, that's it for now. Stick around. I'll have something more coming for you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and go out and grab yourself an Aunt Sally. She's waiting for you.